Hey guys, welcome back. I am coming on to do a layout for Color Rush Studio, and I am playing along with this gorgeous kit. It is all good things autumn. I have all kinds of Simple Stories papers, and I also have this very cool textury stuff. So for my first layout, I thought I would concentrate on this because I keep coming back to it. I'm also going to take Pumpkin Days and Hello Autumn, and I'm going to go ahead and of course got this piece here, and I'm going to go ahead and put this piece down. Great, I know that much, and this is going to go here. I do know I'm going to do some messy sewing lines in it for a little bit even, extra texture. And I'm going to use this photo here. These are a bunch of pumpkin-y gourds that I took a photo of when we were out getting our hay bales and corn stalks. So I thought it was gorgeous, and they're all stacked up and they're so pretty, and it's gonna pop right off of the blue perfectly. So let me do the gutting. Oh, I'm gonna use this as well. And now my gourds are a little bit more of a burnt orange, so I'm gonna probably get some Distress Oxides and deepen up the edges a little bit so it works with my photo just a little bit more. No big deal. I've got to sew this on. This is already matted with just some scrap white cardstock, so things are going well. I just got to figure out what direction I'm going in. So let me do that homework and I'll be right back. So it's going to be hard for you guys to see, but I did just massive zigzags up and down with my sewing machine. Now this is not going anywhere, and it's just adding a little bit of something in the print. I went ahead and gutted these two papers. I decided to bring this mulberry one in, so I'll have a very thin strip of the mulberry going into that gorgeous, gorgeous pumpkin orange. I did decide I wanted a little bit more pattern paper. You know how that goes. So I grabbed this gorgeous plaid and tore a little bit of a rectangle off. And then I noticed that the flip side had the gorgeous pumpkin. So I just used a bit of the torn paper that I already had and popped it right underneath. And guys, look at pattern paper with paper with paper. I love that. And now I want to start seeing what I really want to incorporate into this layout. Now these cork pieces are so cool. I love that they're hexies. I mean, two are hexies and one's a rectangle. So I'm going to concentrate on the two hexies, right? I've got to use one of these cute little trucks. I believe that's from the embellishment kit, which is not in the main kit. It's an embellishment kit that goes beautifully with this kit. And the pumpkins are super great. I want to grab that deep orangey color one. What you're seeing me do here is I'm grabbing some Distress Oxides and giving that little orange part of the pumpkin, I'm giving it a little depth so that it matches my Happy Fall woodcut really, really nicely. Now the Happy Fall woodcut was one color orange, and I just tweaked the edges a little bit once again because I like a bit of, I like dimension on everything. So if I can bring it in with a little bit of simple ink work, I will. So here is where I'm setting up these hexies, and I'm trying to get an idea of how I want to line them up. Do I want to use a bazillion hexies? I don't know. Do I want to use these Simple Stories foam stickers? It's like there are so many great things in this kit that it's actually a little tricky to figure out, like, what do I use on this one? Because of course I have a bunch more layouts I want to make with it. And I want to make sure I have enough. But in the end, I always go, you know what? I'm the boss of me. I'm going to use all of the things. So I think it's time for me to attach all of these things down before I lose things. Okay, so or before I start moving things. So I'm going to put a little bit of craft adhesive foam. I don't have words. I don't know how to say the words. A little adhesive foam on the back of that so I can have a bit of shadow. I'm going to line it up with my T-square ruler because I don't possess the capability of lining anything up straight. I'm going to have Happy Fall be centered right above my photo. I want to tuck my little pumpkin in here. My little car is perfect to go on that spot right there, as there's just grass right there, so it almost looks like it's intentional. It totally wasn't. That's just the way I took the picture, but hey, it looks, like we knew what we were doing. Because I clearly don't have enough pattern, I grabbed my little frazzles and ribbons here, and there's one that has like a mustard gold polka dot on it. I thought that would be really cute to create a shelf under my photo. So I'm going to just tie a simple knot on the right and left side of it so I have a nice little bit of dimension, and I will be able to get this pretty little distressed ribbon on here. Now I'm going to grab this gorgeous Simple Stories piece of pattern paper, the one that has all the hexes on it, and I want to choose designs that are pretty, I'm not going to call them plain because they're all pattern paper, but there's not words or anything that needs any specific, you know, like orientation. That's the word I was trying to say, because I'm going to have them on their sides because I'm playing off of my cork hexes. So I'm going to choose, what is it, 5 of them? I think I'm going to choose 5, and I will pop them all up. I'm also going to pop up the cork pieces, but y'all, I didn't even realize in the beginning, but the cork pieces are actually on like adhesive stickers, so you can just pop them right on your page if you don't want that extra dimension. But of course I do, because, oh, sorry about my head going across, my big old arms hanging out, but hey, I can't make these things levitate, so sometimes I have to lean forward a little bit. It's a shortness thing. I have the cutest little brown foam hearts that have a heart in the heart that I totally want to get onto this layout. They're the cutest dimension, and they have like a different texture to them. We have the cork, we've got the ribbon, we've got that great giant woven piece behind my photo. So I'm just having so much fun with like all the textural components. So what you see me doing here is I decided I needed some ephemera, die cuts, whatever, on top of my hexes because, you know, they're not patterned enough. So we have to put things on things. I popped them up on some foam adhesive, and I'm decorating each of them with a little something, and I'm trying to make sure to, you know, because I have pink on that pumpkin paper under my photo, so I wanted to bring pink to the top. I'm trying to spread the colors out, make it cohesive, put all of the cute things here, there, and everywhere. Now, all of these pieces that I'm using are just cut out. Do you see all those pieces on that upper right? They're all cut out from these gorgeous pattern papers that we have. And y'all, my favorite thing is when we get kits and collections that have things that we can fussy cut out, because they stretch our kits so much further than if every single paper is, you know, like the ones I used for my background. Those are beautiful, so useful, but I love fussy cut elements. So super lucky there. Oh, wow. I have some messy hair going, guys. I'm popping this little banner underneath my sweet little my sweet little wood truck that is also layered up on my fabric-y pumpkin. So as you see, it's looking pretty comprehensive. I just need to tweak it a little bit, and then this layout will be finished. Out of the corner of my eye, I saw this little floral piece, and I was like, you know what? This is perfect to add a little something to this corner. Now that piece was cut out of like a 3x4 card, and it had a little square notch on it, but you can't even tell because it's tucked in, and it adds a little something something, and it is absolutely beautiful, period. So at this point, I want to add some splatty bits to this. So I'm going to grab 2 paints from Shimmer's Paints. They are Color Splash paints. I'm going to use Whites of Their Eyes and Gold Digger. So these paints are my very favorite by this company because they leave like a textural kind of texture, and they're shiny. So we're going to go ahead and splatter them liberally. I'm going to go ahead and put them on my little glass board right here and add just a bit of water to them so that they will move more easily. So here is my finished layout. You see my splatty bits here, there, and everywhere. I had so much fun with this, guys. I'll have links down below where you can get your hands on these kits, and I will see you guys ever so soon with another video. Bye, y'all.